Here we go, back again with another quick video. I want to chat about, the likes of incomings, outgoings, transfers. Michael Beale has just been on for his interview, for his his press conference. Let's chat about what I'm getting out of that. And of course, I have put a poll up on my channel. Do you want new owners? At this moment in time, no. 63% from 27 votes. There's only a small percentage do not want new owners at this moment in time. There we have it. Plenty of time to go for that to change. But yes, do you want new owners at the club, or do you have the patience to do this model, keep this model the way it's going? Because with the owners, the model is not going to change. For what I've heard today, we are not buying experienced players in this club. We're not going to splash the cash in this club. We're not going to spend any money. It's going to be within our budget of this club. Now, we don't know what our budget is. We don't know, whether we can really spend more money and still be within the budget, or are there just running the club on a shoestring to make money. They're saying to keep the club afloat. That's what they're spending Ross Stewart's money on, is to pay the bills. But that hasn't come out anywhere. That's just my source telling me that allegedly that's what they are doing with the Ross Stewart's money, is to pay the bills. And then you can make what you want of that. I don't know whether that's true or bullshit. So yes, there has been a press conference for Michael Beale, and there was one funny bit of Michael Beale. He thinks we have Johnny Evans playing for Sunderland, which was quite funny. I did tickle my fancy. Johnny Evans, yes. No, we got Corey Evans, Michael. Sorry, end of the day, call him what you want, but he's Corey to me. Right, so Patrick Roberts, bad news. 3 bits of bad news for Sunderland so far. Patrick Roberts is out until the end of February. The end of January. He's out until February. Patrick Roberts will not be available for this weekend's game. Dak will not be back after Roberts. I'd rather just sell Dak. He's been injured 2 or 3 times already. 1-year contract. Rip it up. Let him go and work on Love Island. He's probably a good bloke, nice bloke, but no Dak. For me, we could use your wages on somebody else who's going to be injury-free. Dennis Serkin. I cannot believe he's gone for another operation today for his hamstring. Out for 12 weeks. Oh, God, I cannot believe he's such a talented young player as well. He's riddled with injuries. Is he ever going to get back, Dennis Serkin? Obviously they haven't fixed his hamstring. He's come back training, starting to get fit again, and then something just not feeling right in his hamstring. Hamstring's a bugger. It is. It's like an old friend will come knocking on your door every now and again. It's an absolute bugger, hamstrings. So he is out for 12 weeks. And Niall Huggins out for the rest of the season. Operation today. So I wish Niall and Dennis Serkin a quickest possible recovery from the operations, and Patrick Roberts, touch wood, back in February. So I do wish Patrick the best, all our best as well. Ipswich, though, have already bought 2 players in, and we've done diddly squat so far. Now we're talking about this 2020 game plan Michael's going on about. Super important, super disappointed about the Newcastle derby. Players are all disappointed, but they've come out, they've had a good talk, a good chat this week. And they've gone into training this week and they've trained really, really well. So touch wood, we're going to have a good game the weekend. Now, it's really important that we get points against Ipswich, against Hull. That's what Michael Beale's saying. Super important that we really, get points around the teams above us. And also like teams of Rotherham, of course, Michael. We need to win games like that as well. But we can make the playoffs this season, he believes. We can make the playoffs. He believes we can go one better than last season and make it to the final. That's what he wants. But also other teams in the championship are doing the same. So there we go. Michael is super important 20-game plan. I don't even know if he said that. I just fancy saying it. Anyway, also, we're on about the 23-year-olds at the club. Not just 23-year-olds, the young players. Growing and developing together as a young bunch of players. He wants them to voice their opinion more. So yes, Ballard, tell Speakman to get some experience in. He wants them to voice their opinion more, and Ballard's done well. He's a strong, he's been captaining also since Johnny Evans has been injured. Corey, Ballard's done really well, but they're grown as a unit. He doesn't want to bring experienced players in over a certain age. He wants the players he gets in. He believes the players Speakman are going to bring this bracket down below of players that are progressing rather players that are plateaued. So we're not going to buy Kiefer Miller. It's not going to happen. That there in that statement alone says we're not getting Kiefer Miller. We're not getting any experienced strikers in. We are looking, we are looking for a number 9. We're looking all over for a number 9. Surely it makes sense to bring in a number 9 with a bit more experience than the 4, the players that we already have. It makes sense to bring somebody in. It makes sense to bring that striker in. And somebody who's got more experience. Now, he can be a 26-year-old on the up still with a couple of years experience. But are we going to go for players? I don't know if we will go for players like that. And he also said it is super, super important that our best player, Alex Pritchard, well, he didn't say a stay, but he says he's our best player and he's a big part of Sunderland and he's been absolutely superb, Alex Pritchard, superb. He was the best player against Newcastle, he's been the best player against Preston, and he's a big, big plans for Alex Pritchard. So that means, unless Mr. Pritchard wants to leave because of, family issues or whatever, we're keeping Pritchard. So, Speakman, don't fucking sell Alex Pritchard. Do not sell Alex Pritchard. Michael Beale's just said he's the best player, the best performing player right now, on form. He's super important at Sunderland. So do not sell Alex Pritchard. I tell you what, if we sell Alex Pritchard and he doesn't want to go, there'll be shit to pay, I tell you now. Be absolutely disgusted. Absolutely disgusted. Because the only experienced player we've got is Alex Pritchard, and he's been good over the last few games, and he's the player we need to keep in this side. Now, he did go on about, of course, as well, the match against Newcastle. He turned to the bench and he went, I've got nobody on the bench. Because he got some stick. He got some stick about not making any substitutions, about making one substitution. So he said, well, a rash. I think it was just on the spur of the moment thought in his head. It's probably what he's thinking anyway. He turned and he went, the players on the bench even less experienced and younger than the players on the pitch. But now he's backtracked when we asked about transfers. We're only going to get players in that fit the model and that within our budget. So that means we're going to spend diddly squat. But I trust the players on the bench. He trusts the players on the bench now. He says, I didn't mean that, they weren't very good. I didn't mean that I wasn't knocking the players. I trust them. They'll be all right, but they just weren't good enough on the day against Newcastle. So, yeah, trust the players. And don't get me wrong. I might be joking on, but there is some good players on that bench. Chris Riggs going to be class. And you've got other players on there as well. Adil, he could have come on at the weekend, so and Mienda. So there's players there that could do well in the Championship still, and they will grow. And he wants the team to grow. And we're not going to buy players that are plateaued and that are over the top. And fair enough, but we do need, if we went out now and spent a bit of cash and got a couple of experienced 27, 28-year-olds in, we could get into the playoffs and get promoted this season. I do believe that. But we're not. We're following the model, which means loans, which means cheap, bargain basement players that are coming in, youngsters that haven't quite made the grade in other teams. We'll get them. We'll try and develop them, which is fair enough. We can do that. I don't mind developing youngsters. I don't mind getting youngsters and developing them. But we need to get the balance right, get the experienced players in there, and the balance right now. And the experience, even if it's like a couple of 27-year-olds, a 26-year-old, a 25-year-old with 3 or 4 years experience in the Championship, something like that, they will still help these youngsters get the confidence to these youngsters, because they've got the quality, they've got the experience of playing in the division or even higher. They will help grow along with the coaches, these youngsters coming through. But it looks as if we're not going to do that. It looks as if we're just going to go in and just get, not spend anything at all. Which is disappointment. And there's no bids in for Jack Clark, no bids in for Jack Clark. I think at this moment in time, it looks to me as if they're happy with the squad that they have. And if we don't sell anybody in the transfer window, it'll be a good window. We might get 1 or 2, like I say, I don't know. He might get 1 or 2 bits of kids in. I just don't feel confident about anybody coming in with experience or anybody coming in with any quality, to be honest. That is this. We need some quality, you know. Not this shite, but we need quality. That's not quality, that's fucking Nestle. Right, there you go. Hope you've enjoyed the video. Please subscribe to the channel. Take care. God bless. Thank you for watching Mad's Out and About videos. Sorry, be the videos have been out and about last couple of days, running around the streets talking about Sunderland. Thank you for watching them. The support's been fantastic. Thank you for subscribing to the channel. And thank you just for, you know, watching this daft old man. Take care. God bless. I'm just a daft lad, really, wandering around the streets talking to myself. Thank you for taking care. Blah, blah, blah. Bye.